power of peers, because I believe in the power of peers. I believe in the power of we, and I believe in the power of us. And because none of us has to do this alone, and we as a community can meet the challenges of the future, I think we've got a lot to look forward to. So with that, what I'd like to do actually is talk about three concepts today. One being peer influence, the other being peer advantage, and a third called peer innovation, okay? And I'm going to do it by telling three different stories, okay? Let's talk about peer influence first, and let's talk about Taylor. This is my daughter, Taylor, by the way. But to be fair, this is not a recent photograph of Taylor, just so you know, okay? Taylor's 29 years old today. She was 6.5 when this photo was taken, 4.5 when I picked her up from childcare one day. It was Halloween night. And I come in, it's probably like 5 or 5:30, and I'm saying, is Taylor ready to go home? And the woman at the desk says, just a second, the director would like to have a word with you. Well, if any of you have ever picked up your kid from childcare and the director wants to have a word with you, it's usually not a good thing, okay? But anyway, sure enough, the director came out, big smile on her face. And she says, I have got to tell you what happened today. She said, all of a sudden we have this party for the kids, little Halloween party, and we got about 20 or 25 kids around a table, and there's treats and crafts and music and all this other stuff. And we thought it would be a really cool idea to hire this woman to dress up as a witch to kind of entertain the little ones. Well, you know, sure enough, witch comes in, one of the kids starts to cry, a second starts to cry, a third, and boom. I mean, it's like craziness in this room. Teachers are running around, they're trying to calm the kids down. Turns out, 20 or 30 seconds in, Taylor's watching this whole thing, and she runs up to the front of the room. She makes herself real big, and she says, it's okay. She's not real. There's no need to be afraid. And the kids are looking at her, they look at one another, and like, all right, I guess. So they go back around the table. Order is restored, and all is good, right? So when I think about that dynamic, right, everyone got so crazy and got so scared because they were reacting to that first kid who sent a signal to everyone else that something wasn't right. But by the same token, even though the teachers clearly would have restored order eventually, right, it happened just a little bit faster when one of their own said, we're good here, we're okay. We not only do that as kids, we do it as adults, and we always do it, and we always have done it. We look to one another for that. And this is at a time when we need to look to one another going forward.